All right, everybody, thank you for being here at Airlock After Dark #2, live streaming to the world also. Big event for us. Last week was super fun. I'm glad you guys are all here this week as well. Just a couple reminders. If it's your first time here, hit the waiver for me. When we're done rolling, Old Greg Brewing Company has generously sponsored us with a keg of Element and a keg of beer. So, choose appropriately based on your age. There are signs over there now, which we figured out last week. Do I have any other basic announcements? No? All right. This week, I don't know how we're going to follow up Joe Kai, but we got it done. We got the one and only Jacob Norton here. He's going to be coaching us. Jacob, take it away. Oh, and Lauren Sears is here too, which is also fucking cool.
Right. I appreciate you guys having us out. I'll get right into it because I want us to get to training. So Lauren and I are going to switch positions. I'm going to show you guys some guard work, a little bit of leg locks, and some sweeps and stuff like that. So Lauren, let me have you over there. Okay. So I want to look at some foot tracking right here. So it's very important to manage the distance while we're playing the guard. If you guys can't manage distance, you're always going to get crowded. You're going to get put on your back, and then they're going to get into some strong passing positions, and you'll never really get to some offense. You'll always be on what's called a defensive cycle. It's going to be really hard to work off of that. So how do we try and stay away from the defensive cycle? First off, is managing distance and working to build some connection on our opponent. So with foot tracking, right here, I'm going to use my feet. I'm specifically looking at how Lauren moves her feet, all right? So first off, relative to her stance, I got to position myself appropriately, and there's generally two positions. I'll be either on my right hip if her right leg is forward, and if she's left leg forward, I'm going to switch to my left hip. This is one, so I can use my bottom foot to manage the distance, and then I can follow her based on how she creates some angles. All right, let's go back to the right side. So from here, what I'm looking at is when the right leg becomes weightless. So whenever the foot comes up off the floor. So it's probably after the left leg is going to move. So to get good at this drill, we usually drill it with a bunch of space between the two of us. But I'll show you just outright what it is. She walks forward, and I pick the foot up in the air, specifically just trying to get her to step over here for the purpose of exposing the space in between the legs. And then I'm going to use this move called double koichi. It's a dummy sweep. I can bring my hand either up here to the chest, or as I move forward, I can bring both my hands to the legs. Either is okay, but I'm going to use both of my feet behind both of her legs. And this is going to put her down. And we're going to stop right here because this is where my next move is going to take us. All right, come back up. So from here, if you need time to build up comfortability on when the foot's coming up, give each other an exaggerated amount of space. All right, so we move backwards, move backwards. Okay, so now from here, I'm watching for the feet to come up off the floor. She walks, boom, boom, and then she sits up. Now, as soon as we get here, let's reorient just a little bit. Generally, if I'm trying to get to the legs, I need both my feet in between her legs to enter. It looks like this. 1, 2, 3. And then I can connect to any form of ashigarami. Well, with this, I'm going to sacrifice inside position, knowing that I can still get in. All right, this is one of my favorite entries that I learned from a guy named John Calistine. So from here, I just scoop the outside of the leg. I use my knee to stab inside my opponent's two legs. And I can still gain inside position. Where this comes up is where this person knows I want the legs. I show the pummel, she pummels back. And then now we have this situation where I cup the knee and my knee stabs in. And we catch our position. And then from here, there's a lot that can happen. All right, we're just going to stop with this. Understand, I can go inside with this, and I can start to attack. But if I switch hips, I can do it on this side as well. And then from here, I have connections like cross ashi, which we'll get back into, or super simple leg drags, where we can come up on top in strong passing positions. So once more. Yeah. So the foot tracking part, you just got to watch your feet where the lead leg becomes weightless. Here's double koichi. Pushing on the shoulders, I block both the feet. Right here, I show that I want the leg, and she pummels, so I don't have it. But really, I do have it as long as my knee gets inside this space. And we pull it up, right? To make the leg come to you, point your knee to the ceiling once it goes in. And that brings it up to you nice and tight. And then we can go into different leg entanglements from here. It could also be the outside. Notice how I move laterally, though. This is a big key. If I'm here, it's not going to work. If I move laterally, it works. All right? It's relative to the foot. This is probably a problem you guys will run into. If I'm here, notice their foot's here, just move laterally over it, then it's easy. Make sense? One more time, quick. Watching the foot. There's one. And with the other, we just switch hips. Move over the foot. Bam. All right. All right, let's do it. On two, 1, 2. Sick. Let's go. That was sick.
That was sick.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Feels like a party.
Nice. So we want to catch his foot when it's weightless. Right? Yeah. Bam. And then now if he knows you want the legs and he sits up and he pummels, now you can get into it. It depends what side you want to go to. All right? If you want to go inside like this, I use that grip. That's perfect. And if it's the outside variant, I just switch hands. No, you got it right there. Keep that foot inside. Yeah. Now, you'll feel like it's hard right here. Look at his foot and just move your hips laterally over the foot. Now do it. I usually lead with the knee.
Yeah, that was weird. Lead.
Bam, and you're in.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Super cool.
Yeah. Dude, it's so nice. Because you get in that stalemate where people are like stubborn to let you get inside, they pummel and they have this like thing of no return, you know what I mean? It's like you're just not connecting and you have to come up and try and pass instead, right? Or rely on your guard in some other way. But most people aren't aware of this. So it's like, it's really nice because you can still get inside.
And they'll feel safe. They'll say, well, he's not in. He doesn't have the spot.
Yeah, exactly.
These parts are okay. So if I'm here, you come
Yeah.
in. Just step in.
So gain a degree of space first, Roy. Good. Have your right hand planted on the floor. That way you can move your lower body. As he comes forward, we pass it out. Yes, correct. And then now he pummels inside with a foot. Okay, say he selects this foot. So you're going to lean on your left-hand side. Good. Your right hand is going to go above his calf. Very good. And your knee needs to be inside your forearm. Yes. That way it can go through that space. Yes, correct. Correct. And if you want the outside variant, go back. So same thing. He pummels inside with this leg. Good. Now we're just going to shift focus to this leg doing the pummeling over here. So your right hand's going to post on the floor, left hand goes here, and this one goes inside here. Now it's going to feel super hard here, but if you hop your butt over his foot, now here you're going to get your knee in that space. And from here we have leg drag or cross ashi. Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Nice. There you go. Yeah. So this is the typical form of entering where your goal is to get both your feet in between his legs.
But we end up here.
Yes, because we have somebody that beats us to it.
Okay.
And he's stubborn. So
put
now,
our shin
if you want this variant on entry, you're just going to use this hand to hold here.
outside.
Exactly, because this is where the control is going to become, right? So your knee stabs through this space, and then you point it to the ceiling. And now we have our connection onto the leg.
Okay.
Put this foot on his hip. There you go. This is like a closed circuit right here, around where like you've isolated his entire leg,
Okay.
right? This is like 85% of your control aside from what you're doing with your arms and your upper body. Hell yeah, nice. It depends on which leg is moving. So in this instance where your feet are crossing, it's not terrible for him to be here, right? So he can use his right leg on your right leg, probably in this instance here. But check this out. One thing that I didn't really mention to the group, which I'm gonna whenever we come back in, is just managing the distance by just moving backwards to help gauge and read where his foot's gonna step. Because sometimes he's moving too fast for me to control, and I never really can control that unless I have connection.
Back up to wait for that light moment.
Exactly. So I'm watching the foot,
Okay.
and that's about the distance I'm looking for me to then come in here to hit this. And I could use it to sweep, or this is where I try and enter the legs, right? So say this leg comes in. Now from here, I just try and move my knee inside, or I go out here.
Inside hand goes outside.
Yeah.
Outside hand goes.
Right. Yeah. Hell yeah. Good. Nestor. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you too.
I'm lost.
Okay, so look, right here. All right, it depends on how you want to try and enter. With this hand holding on to the knee here, this is good, but I want you to scoot your hips slightly back, and I want your knee to go inside your forearm, not your foot, go back. This is where I'm just gonna rotate with my hips and my knees, right? So this knee is gonna turn in this direction. This hand scoops. You can post that hand on the floor over there. And your goal is to take your knee in between this space here. Yes, correct. And that's your entry.
Can you do this to me?
Yes.
That felt pretty snappy.
Start from the top.
Yeah, of course. So we're in. I gotta manage the distance. I might move back a bit, but once I feel like I can see your foot come up off the floor, I move it up across the mat.
Got it.
Now we move in here, and I'd probably move to this position here. So we put you down. Now, you don't want me to enter the leg, so your feet probably go inside. Right. Now from here, most people think that they're gonna enter, but this is when I can scoop the calf and knee, and I can take my knee to the inside
Got it.
and point my knee to the ceiling, so I can enter.
So both feet are inside and you're using the heel.
Exactly.
I was doing it backwards.
And I would probably pair this up like this to a degree, because now I have like more ability to control this space.
That feels right.
And then I could do the outside variant where I hop to this side.
Okay, perfect.
Nice. Yes, sir. Sick. Let's see. All right, guys, let's try and get one more each. Nice. Sick. They did that for a little bit, right? Like 10 minutes? Or is it quick?
Maybe another minute. How much time do you have to teach? So it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
How many more things do you have?
This is going to be the last iteration. Last thing. I'm going to show them two things. Inside heel hook finish, and then I'm going to show them a sweep to reverse close guard. Yeah. Nice, Ray. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nice. Can I inside heel hook you? Sick. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. So we're going to look at now. We'll just take it from this position. We're going to hit this version of the knee pummel to the outside specifically. I'm going to show you guys braking mechanics for inside heel hooks. All right. So we get in. I have my leg completely under my opponent's. I'm going to move forward with my hips, and then from here I take this leg inside and I lock my 2 feet together. Okay, I would typically be here crossed at my ankles, or I'll post my foot against my foot. All right. It's not until we get to deeper stages in different contexts where I lock figure 4. So just focus on these two, foot to foot or crossed ankles. The goal here is to get to an inside heel hook. So what we're going to do is use our elbow to strike the joint of the big toe. All right, I'm going to push this back as far as I can go, and you'll see the heel pop out. All right, now the goal is to wrap the foot with my forearm, always pointing my thumb towards my chin. And then if I just hold it here, anybody who's good is going to be able to slip the foot. All right, they're just going to point their toes and they're going to turn their knee away from me and I'm going to lose it. So how do I pin it? Well, I lay the heel on the floor by leaning against it, specifically taking my chest over the shin. All right, I don't want my shoulder to go down to the floor. I want to stay on my side as best I can. If I go to my shoulder, there's still an opportunity they have to slip the foot and I lose control. All right, there's a lot of ways you can break and finish, and sometimes we see it, but at higher levels, people slip all the time. So to pin it to the floor, we just lean to the side, glue the heel to the mat, and take our chest over the foot. You can test it right here. Lauren, try and move. Relatively difficult. Now from here, I want you guys to try your mechanics just without connecting your hands, because that way we know the mechanics are super good. And then once the hands connect, it just gets that much tighter. All right, this is how we want all our heel hooks. So heel goes on the floor. What I'm going to do is take my top knee down in this direction. My hips will eventually push in, but focus more so on your top knee going down in this direction. You can see they can start to hover at that moment. Then I just pull my thumb to my chin and do a back extension. Really 3 mechanics. Knee goes down to the floor, thumb to the chin, and a back extension. And then we can catch our finish really quickly. All right. There's more that I could do to make this worse, like taking my hips up off the floor and attaching it to the knee with the same focuses. But if I can get it from this early stage, as soon as I get to that position, the break's going to come really, really quickly. All right? So try it with only one hand. Thumb facing your chin. My top knee goes down. My thumb pulls to the chin, and I hit a back extension, and we catch a finish. All right? Try to make sure we have a bend in the knee. I'm not going to heel hook a straight leg. All right? There's going to be too much rotation. Keep the knee bent. Pull your elbow back and lean over the foot where her heel touches the floor. All right? Knee goes down, and you'll feel the tension by that motion in the knee. So take it real slow. Pull your thumb to your chin and a back extension, and we catch a quick finish. Even quicker once your hands connect. There's option 1 for us to drill. Option 2, and this is the last thing I'll leave you with, is a sweep that I hit commonly from this position. All right, so I get to this position off the knee pummel. I put my foot on the stomach, and we get here. This is Y guard, if you guys don't know. I drop to my shoulder, and I lace my foot right over my opponent's hip. I scoop this leg, and this foot shoots across. And then from here, I'm going to turn belly down and just shoot my hips back. From here, we can lock reverse close guard. We have a lot of control with options to attack the feet, or I can unlock and just use this as an ability to come on top. So pick what you guys want to play with, but it's both off these knee pummels. So as soon as I get in, I scoot in, and my foot goes to the stomach, knee goes in. Foot goes over, foot goes over. We commit to the leg and the shoulder, and then I turn all the way, shooting my hips back, and usually this puts them on their back. And then now from here, we can work to unlock the legs, step back, and take the top position. And then one more time with the other. We knee pummel here. We get into cross ashi. We have crossed ankles or foot to foot. I push elbow against the toes, rest on the heel, and I plant the heel on the floor. Trying to maintain a knee bend. We have these 3 mechanics where my knee goes down to the floor. You'll think this takes the knee to the inside. My thumb pulls to my chin, and I hit a back extension, and we catch our finish. Okay? All right, guys, let's do it. On 2, 1, 2. Sick. That's cool. Sorry. I was trying not to talk long.
No,
I
it
know.
was my toe.
I know. I saw
curling
your
it.
face.
I was curling it, trying to make it like less.
This is why I say she hates being my uke.
I was helping.
Sure.
Curl my toes.
Right.
What you want to do for defending it.
Right.
Not the opposite.
So here, so you pump in, someone say, okay, here.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm coming in here. So now we're here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to enter my
Cross option. Good, good.
like this. You like to cross your feet like this. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we're here. So the first thing to do would be is expose the heel here, and then we're here. So all I'm gonna do here is
Put his heel on the floor and just
kinda
stop
like
here.
balancing on his heel. So I'm gonna
Yep.
bring this in.
Pull your thumb to your chin at that same time and you'll build pressure.
Hey, I love his narrate. Let him cook.
I'll let him
Figuring it
cook.
out when
I'll let him
you-
cook. I'll let him cook.
So you're saying, okay.
Yeah. Here, I'll do it too.
It's good.
So we'll generally be in a spot like this, right? I'll get to the foot. My elbow strikes back. I can catch the heel. I glue the heel to the floor, and then right here it feels pretty hard to move your foot, left and right.
Yeah.
Right? And then now from here, I curl my heels, my knee goes this way, and this is where I build this tension.
Yeah.
Now I pull thumb to chin, and we hit our back extension, and we catch our quick finish.
Yeah, dude, it's wicked once you move that knee in. It's like,
Yeah, dude, it's
kinda
everything.
screwed.
Bro, most people's heel hooks, they get here, and it's just like this.
yeah. I mean, eventually.
Eventually, right? Because if I twist your ligament, or I'm sorry, if I twist the joint, if I twist the foot far enough, yeah, I'm gonna get something. But if I isolate it in a way where I put the knee in a compromised position,
Yeah.
bro, the finish is so easy.
It's already like there pretty much. I'm Jake,
Yeah.
by the way.
Jake.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I think we met at Turnaround Tuesday.
Yeah, 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 I've seen you in the gym. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, bro. Play.
I like that bend on the knee.
Ooh. Yeah, bro.
Ben.
Nice. Nice, Dingo. Good. Yeah. Try and just get your foot inside. Good. Yep. And now pass this foot across your torso. Pummel in with your left foot. Good. And cross your feet, just like so. Now, bite on his heel and place his heel on the floor. Good. Now your top knee goes down, and we just hit a back extension. Nice. Nice. Very good.
I don't think I have the right leg position.
For the reverse close guard one? Yeah. Yeah. So here. So this is the spot for the inside heel hook. I do the reverse close guard off the other entry.
Oh, so okay.
So here, I'll show you. We go in, knee in, and I stab through. And now about here, I make my choice to go to the Y guard, like this. And then from here, I can do a lot. There's like attacks I can hit on this leg or connections I can make on this. But as soon as I catch this position, my foot can go over, my foot can go over, and then right here, I shoot back. I turn chest down. I just have to be like very mindful of like this getting dragged in and then me getting attacked. So I'm super mindful of that, just keeping my ankle really shallow until I'm ready to go. I turn, shoot, and we're in.
Silly, I like that.
Yeah.
So that one's off an outside action.
Yeah, so you pummel inside initially with the knee pummel.
So I'm here.
Right here, right here. Yes, correct. Beautiful. But now before we go to this position, because we've gone too far past now, all you're gonna do is take this knee underneath his leg and this foot to his belly. So you're gonna end up falling to your right shoulder.
So it will be.
Knee pummel.
So I gotta do the whole thing because I'm an idiot.
That's okay. It's fine. You're not an idiot. Over the top? Yes, correct. Now about here,
So stay here.
so you can start like this is fine, go here, go to your right shoulder. Now what I want you to do, just pull his leg up a bit and replace your foot, specifically your left foot, with your left knee. So here, this stays in. This knee replaces this. Correct. And then now what I'm looking for is an underhook with this leg, or this arm rather. Now, I'm gonna take this foot across his hip over here, and this foot across that hip. Now to finish, we just go belly down and shoot our two hips back.
That's fun, dude.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, there's so much stuff from this Y guard situation. Yeah,
I've never seen that in my life.
yeah, bro. Yeah.
That's super fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Correct. Yep. Yep.
His knee goes under, replace your foot with your knee.
Knee underneath. Yes, good.
Like a little X type of thing on my leg.
Yep. Now use an underhook with your right hand on his leg. And now before, like, my point of safety is keeping this knee underneath.
Okay.
And then my ankle really close to his hip.
This is
Because that's the thing I have to be mindful
This
of.
one has to come out, right?
Yes, correct, in the long run. Bam. And then you're gonna turn chest down and shoot your hips back and cross your ankles. Yeah.
young people saying.
Yeah, I like that's
And even for like,
gonna take me a year to figure out how to do it.
even for like not even attacking the legs, like the outside pummel is really good, so I chase leg drag. And then it's like back takes are like really, really accessible right there too. So yeah, right here. You could really start like that. That's good, that's really good. Yeah. And I mean for like Masters IBJJF, you're not really gonna get caught with anything.
Yeah.
Like it, bro, it's super safe.
Yeah, it's very safe.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they're not allowed to reap a heel hook, you're good to go.
Yeah, and there's a fair bit more that can happen, like in these type of situations where I either have this leg controlled, like I could spin to this leg and attack this leg for sure. I can start moving over top of my hips, but I can also connect to like bolos and stuff like that. If I start moving my way over to this side, and I can get to crab X, and then from here I can start moving you around a lot. Start moving for your back and stuff.
It's like a deep half ball.
Yeah, bro, it's a lot. Yeah, yeah. This is where I spend a lot of my time. I'm always down here. It's either I get crushed or this.
I spent a lot of time getting crushed, dude. I need to try this.
Yeah, bro.
That's awesome. Give
Nice.
me a headache. But it's awesome.
Nice.
I have to watch the stream like 70 million times. Man. But,
Well, now you have it forever.
yep. That knee pummel is amazing.
This is like, it's super niche. How many times do you actually find yourself double seated with somebody? It happens for sure.
Yeah.
But when it happens, everybody's aware about the typical pummels. When this one just catches people off guard.
Yeah, everybody fights for that inside position.
Exactly. Nice. Yeah, and just get your hips inside and shoot both legs back. Nice. 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 Yeah, you should be. Take much. So here, check this out. Most people's heel hooks, especially at like beginning levels, like I can have a situation like this, but most people's are like this. And just test the water, see how far you can go until you feel like you need to tap. So like, I would say improper mechanics, but I could still accomplish the job if I'm doing this. Just over time, right? Like, I'm taking this pretty far. So it's not every time that that's gonna happen against people who are good. But now in a situation like this where I just take my knee down at the same time that I hit a back extension, the pressure comes on like really quick, the tap comes super quick. And it's funny, but the same mechanics work for the outside heel hooks too. You just need like way more control. Outside heel hooks are like harder than inside heel hooks, but they're the same braking mechanics. You just gotta take your time more. Yeah, but you can feel the difference immediately between the two like mechanics.
Like you're working both against each other.
Exactly. Well, that's what heel hooks are. They're opposing forces to break the leg essentially. It's like I rotate this limb or this part of the limb in a specific fashion that's opposite of what's happening up here. So I just use two body parts to move, lower body and upper body, in opposing directions, and you'll get your finishes all the time.
Appreciate it.
Cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, dude.
There were so many, there was like I think 10.
Nice. And then whenever you're ready to go, just push that leg away from you on this side. Yeah, push it away, turn your hips, and start to go over top.
All right, bring it in, bring it in.
All right, we didn't get that on camera. That wasn't there. We got it.
You're now in charge of that, because I can't. Would you come have a seat with me, both of you, really? Have a seat. This is the talk show portion. Let's give Jacob Norton a hand. Thank you very much. You're sick. So we wanted to do this event where we kind of have a chance to like ask our guests a little bit about their journeys, give some inspiration. So I'll start kind of general, but we all know this sport is hard. Like doing this every day is a lot, and coaches more than most get it. What keeps you doing it every day? What has kept you doing it every day?
For me specifically, it's been like a passion that I've had since I was young. I've been training, like this December makes 17 years. So I got my green belt. I went through all the kid ranks. So I've kept this passion with me since I was really young. But man, you got to be like super safe because you'll rack up a bunch of injuries if you're trying to pursue this.
How do you keep safe then? What you got for us?
So definitely being mindful of how like not only you move, but how your partners move. This kind of stems into me then like making sure that I pick like super safe training partners that I can train with often. I don't necessarily like fight off submissions all that much unless I know that I'm like really gonna get out of it. Like if I'm in a like super safe transition that's gonna put me out. So I definitely tap often whenever I feel like I'm like at that point, especially if I have things coming up, which December is no-gi world. So like with these type of things coming up, like I think about this a lot.
Fair enough. We do have a lot of events coming up. I was going to ask you if you have stuff coming up that you need to promote or sponsors you need to promote. I know that Eclipse is a big one, and I think everybody in this room will probably be there.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Didn't you just sign up to compete? Zane's going to be in that blue belt.
Nice.
What are they calling it? I forget.
The baddest blue.
All right. I think there's some other people that may be competing. I don't know. I can't speak openly about it all yet. But anything else that you got on the schedule want to promote?
The main competition is No-Gi Worlds at the end of the year. Other than that, I have like a lot of reffing opportunities. If you don't know, I officiate a lot of events across the U.S. We already have PGF set for next year. I am set to officiate and ref ADCC trials coming up in Florida. But other than that, those are the main things.
Well, that was one of my questions for you because reffing is seems like the worst, hardest possible job in all of martial arts, and everybody disagrees with you and doesn't like your calls. And why do you do it? I guess would be the nice way of putting it.
It definitely gives me like another point of view on the sport, and I think ultimately that will help me in the long run, like give back and be able to like guide people better and like coach people better. So, I mean, the money's not like the best, but that's not like even the focus. It's like, I mean, with me doing ADCC reffing and PGF reffing, I have like a vast understanding of those two rule sets. And it even stems into like IBJJF stuff as well. But yeah, it pretty much just helps me be able to give back to my people.
Cool. All right, here's my fun one for you. If you could fight anybody, alive or dead, who would it be?
Oh my God.
And what submission are you hitting?
Jeez. Bro, I don't even know if I can answer that question. Alive or dead? You know what? I'll call out my friend Eric Naples. I'll hit him with a Z-Lock.
All right, Eric Naples. I don't know who you are. He's looking for a Z-Lock. Lauren, awesome that you're here as well. A couple of us got to see you compete at EBI, which was phenomenal. Your submission there is fire, and we were all cheering for you. Got anything else? I should probably try to share here. Sorry, I'm not prepared for this. You got anything else coming up that you need to promote or anything like that?
So main character, Jiu-Jitsu out in Miami is next weekend. I'm going to be competing on a team event with Trinity Pun and Taylor Highshaw. And yeah, so that's the next thing coming up for me, and then getting ready for Worlds, and I always got something on the calendar. But main character's next, and it should be a fun show.
Okay, cool. Well, if you say it on camera, you sort of have to, but will you come and do one of these at some point for us?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's legally binding. Cool. What else am I missing? We got to thank our sponsor, Old Greg, for the kegs. Everybody help yourselves. We're going to turn the crazy lights on, get rolling. Did I miss anything, Coach? Anything I'm forgetting? Thanks for tuning into the live stream or the replay or whatever. If you're not here, you're going to miss out on the Cosmic Rolling. Everybody's been like, what's Cosmic Rolling? Well, you're missing it. These guys get to do it. So let's give another hand to Jacob and Lauren. Thanks for being here. All right. Grab a mouthpiece. We'll turn the timer on, and you guys are done.